Say, what's up, y'all? What up? What up? Sorare MLB game week 49. We are live before lock here on Sorare FP. I'm Alex Super. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see y'all. Oh boy, I'm a little out of the loop, y'all. Um, I was not paying too close attention this week. I had a lot going on, and I my teams were nowhere near prizes until late Sunday. I did end up getting two tier fours, neither of which are very good. I got a Clark Schmidt rare and a Jameson Tyone limited. And then as a tier two, I won Charlie Morton common. Common. So I actually didn't list Clark Schmidt yet. I don't think anyone's gonna really dig in. DJ, what up? Larry, what up? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if I can pull $10 for, I mean, Schmidt did just go for 17 to some guy who's buying up a lot of bad cards, honestly. So, yeah, if I can get rid of Schmidt for a little less than $9, I am happy with that. Do I think I will? No, but we will see. He is on the market. If you're in the market for a Clark Schmidt, what does a Tyon run these days? $1.62. Just tying up some loose ends here, and then we'll start taking a look at some pitching matchups. Tom, what's up? Matt, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Oh man, I did not do my training lineups yet. Woof. Gonna have to do that. All right. Ooh, top 30 EPL amateur, pending any setback from today's games. Yeah, I'm actually pretty close on a couple of like rough cards um, in football. Some tier fours, tier fives, kind of like baseball. But I did get a threshold despite Anthony Robinson not playing, so that's all right. Okay, let's take a look at them pitching matchups, and then I'm gonna have to just barrel through some training lineups. Unfortunately, I got $3 from Sandlot, so that was nice. Finished like 49th or something. Of course, my best lineup has to be there. Come on now. All right. Pop that right here. I got too many tabs open per usual. All right, let's do it. Okay, so just before we look at these closely, our top projected pitcher is Blake Snell. Our second top projected pitcher is Spencer Strider. Then there's about a 3 point difference. So those are the elite guys. Those are the A pluses this week. Blake Snell, Spencer Strider. I know Strider has struggled here and there, but his strikeout upside is still so high that you aren't going to change anything. So, and then I also really like Tarek Skubal this week, but he's on Thursday. We have the two um, Seattle guys, Castillo and George Kirby. There's a third Seattle guy. I think it might be Wu, um, but really like those two. So those are the guys who stand out. Lance Lynn against the Tigers, also pretty decent. Max Fried projects well. Don't know if we're going to see him. Kevin Gossman projects well. So, all right, let's go through it. So you're not going to play anyone from Arizona or San Francisco this week. Well, maybe San Fran has a 3 game week, but I know Arizona's only got 2. Um, but Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly against San Francisco are great. Again, great spot, especially because like there's not going to be a lot of reverse correlation there. Like you can run Gallen and Kelly out this week, and no one's going to have anyone from San Francisco. So I guess that might be worse in a way, but we'll see. Yeah, Larry. Yeah, Will Smith's a good tier 3 for sure, for sure. Um, One of the few catchers where I think you can be happy with it, for sure. Yeah, that's solid. Tier 2's gotten a little watered down, so Will Smith in Tier 3 is good. Like you said, the postseason stuff. That's great. So Strider's the only one from Atlanta I'm really looking to start against Philly. Again, if we knew about Freed on Thursday, and if he wasn't on Thursday, we'd feel a little bit better. Um, Bradish against Houston's not great. I think you could get away with Bayo at Texas, but I wouldn't be aiming for it. If we knew Steele would be starting against Pittsburgh, that would be monstrous. Um, I do like Hunter Green against Minnesota. Talk about the righty strikeout thing all the time, and that is what he's good at. There's a good chance he gives up some runs, but I'm running him out there in a pretty low priority lineup, like my rare All Star or something like that. Maybe rare AL because I didn't have anyone by that point. Um, Boy, I whiffed on Giolito last week. He projected very, very well, and my cognitive bias told me not to play him, so I didn't, and he scored like 50. He's got Kansas City this time, so if the Guardians, the pitching lab has gotten their hands on Giolito and gotten him where they want him to be, Kansas City's a great place to see it happen. So, I am running him back out there this week. I do trust him this week, so he'll probably implode. Logan Allen's fine. I don't know what Quantrill's done since he's returned from the IL, but uh, I guess you can roll him out there. I wouldn't be dying to. Clevenger at Washington would be the only one I'd go near. Erod has been fine all year. You can go with him. Again, Scooble on Thursday. If he did get Oakland, if we knew he was getting Oakland, then you're hammering him in there. But you just don't know. Verlander against Baltimore, he's going to pitch. That's the only bright spot of that. Yeah, Detmers would be the only one I'd really think about starting against Tampa Bay, and we don't know that he's going to go, so that's a pass for me. Lynn against Detroit, Bobby Miller against Detroit, both fine. If we knew this was Yuri Perez, I would say, yeah, go for him. I like Peralta against St. Louis. Again, staying away from Burns. St. Louis is a good offense, despite how bad they've been as a team. I don't know that I would go Ryan and over at Cincinnati. Really not a ton of options this week. Senga at Miami, good spot for him. I don't think I'm playing him anywhere. Cole versus Toronto is fine, I guess. Not my favorite spot for him. Boy, there's just nothing this week. Like, I'm not touching Wheeler or Nola at Atlanta. Waka, Snell, Lugo. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Great spots, all 3 of them. And then, yeah, Woo, Castillo, Kirby. Perfect. Here's your 6. These are the 6 you're aiming for right here. Waka and Woo aren't going to, blow you away with strikeouts or anything like that, but they're solid. I actually really don't mind Cobb and Webb at Arizona either. So, yeah, a lot of West Coast pitching. No thank you on all these St. Louis guys. Savali and Eflin look great, especially if you have the Eflin relief pitcher card. That's a very good spot for him. Montgomery and Uvalde are both good against Boston. Gray is good versus Boston. Not incredible, but fine. And then Gossman at New York, I like. So yeah, there's kind of down here at the bottom these West Coast teams: San Diego, Seattle, and San Francisco, with decent spots. These Tuesday, Wednesday, the Snell, Castillo, Cobb, Webb, Kirby, Lugo, this little rectangle right here. I think that's where you're getting most of your value. Otherwise, yeah, Savali and Eflin I think are very good spots. No Trout, no Otani. I don't think Trout's back. Talk about a team I haven't paid attention to. Lynn versus Detroit, Miller versus Detroit. Kind of on that next tier down. I would say Giolito's there as well. And then, yeah, like I said, Strider and I mean Snell's the A plus. Yeah, not a ton there. Not a ton there this week. So yeah, that's the pitching matchups. Let me know if you have any questions or any 1v1s. If you haven't hit the like button yet on this video, it's very helpful if you do. If you could subscribe as well, that would be great. Headed into NBA season, so we'll have some NBA content coming up for you. So I realized I never got the opportunity because we were off Friday. I never got the opportunity to talk about the postseason announcement from Sorare. Bob, I'll review your gallery one of these days. I don't know what you want me to tell you. So let me pull this up. Did they not make an actual announcement? Where is this? Somebody tag me. Where are we at? Special weekly. All right. Oh, it was a Twitter thread. Okay. Do I think Acuna is playing today? I doubt it. I doubt it. They need to rest him if he's feeling any amount of pain or whatever. So yeah, okay. So here it is. Two types of postseason tournaments. Revised schedule. All right. So we'll have a quick wild card game series. That'll be fun. That'll be fast and furious. Before we move on to a, let's see, 7, 8, 9, a 3-day, 8-game division series, and then um, a second division series. I can actually click on it. I don't know why I'm hovering. So this will be what? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, a 5-day set that could be anywhere between 4 and 12 games. So it would be very funny if there were 4 and you had a bunch of one gamers, but we'll be last year a lot of what we talked about during the postseason was, what games or what series could go deep, and you never really know. But like if you come into this second division, like obviously this one's going to be start to finish. This one's going to be, you're going to have a set number of games. You have 8 games. You already know that's happening. So that's going to be pretty easy to strategize. It's in this one where you're going to have to be like, all right, this series is at, I guess the first round would be like 2-1 because it'll be a 5-game series. and you'll have to, I don't know, kind of guess and take risks on if you think a team can and will win, and also risk whether or not they lose and then they're out and you get one game out of them. So that is the risk. You're going to want to play guys from the series that are closer and where you know you're going to get games. So that's going to be tough. Stay tuned for that. And then same thing here, game week 4, we're going to know who's playing in the CS. We're going to get 5 games exactly. And then in number 2, you're going to have to guess. You're going to have to just make some you're going to have to make some strategic guesses on who you should play based on who's pitching and what you think happens, and it'll be tough. And then you get the World Series where it's just it's just what's happening. Not much to worry about. All right. So tournament details. So, no minors, majors, sandlot for postseason game weeks. Oh, they will run for postseason game weeks, but they won't count towards the championship chase. So the championship chase comes up the next one. We'll talk about that. So there's only 2 contests for each scarcity. That's great. These are the ones that count. It's like we're going back to last year. Championship chase. All right. Postseason long leaderboard in which game week score is cumulatively totaled. You'll have the chance to change your strategy each game week based on your remaining postseason eligible players. They didn't really say whether or not that's going to be one leaderboard for everybody or one leaderboard for each scarcity or one leaderboard for each contest. It could be anything. So let me go back to this real quick. So it could be this could be the leaderboard. I'm circling the entirety of these tournaments, or it could be common, limited, rare, super rare, unique, or there could be a separate tournament for common all-star, limited pro, rare all-star, rare pro, super rare all-star, super rare pro, unique all-star, and unique pro. I don't think they actually announced that. I might have to reach out to John. You would guess that it would be for each contest, but we don't know. Okay, top finishers in the championship chase will receive special edition postseason cards. They're not going to be available for auction. No gameplay bonus for the postseason, but they will count in your collection game score for next season. Again, unclear. It seems as if only the championship chase folks will win these special cards, not like you win them in the postseason. Like, say I win Rare Pro in one of the rounds, then my reward, or, win a reward in Rare Pro in the round. My thought would be that you receive special edition cards each week as rewards. But the way this reads, top finishers in the championship chase will receive special edition postseason cards. So that's like the championship chase is the long leaderboard. So I don't know. Well, Larry, on Twitter, it is harder to give all of the info. I will say that. The fact that they didn't do a Medium post on this is interesting. Have a few more words to play with, a few more characters to explain where these go. So I'll have to ask, and I will. Okay, so moving on. Merch, sign gear, the autographed Letterman's jacket. I love that. I love that they're finally doing that. Would I wear it? Would I wear it in public? Probably not. But it's sick. I might put it in like a jersey case or something like that and put it on my wall. All right. So let's see. AJ asked special edition cards. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Card scarcity specific approach collection game. That's next season. We already kind of knew that. We're going to see it in NBA. That's all for now. Okay. Yeah. So we need to know still whether or not championship chase applies to scarcity and whether or not card rewards will be given as rewards per win, like per game week. So I want to ask that now. I don't want to do that while we're live. So if someone wants to pop in the general chat and ask John those questions or Damien or whomever, that would add us a little bit of clarity and we could talk about it on the show if we got a response in an appropriate amount of time. But so yeah, that's that. I still got to do my damn training lineups. Jeff, what's up? Here we go. If anyone's got any other lineup questions, throw them at me. Yeah, I know there's a lot of things that we can get on the Sorare team about, and I'm not anti doing so because it's actually brought about change recently. But explaining things via Twitter is always going to be a little bit limiting. And I know, like, Larry, you say start a thread. Yeah, they could have been a little more clear. Um, but I know sometimes you start a tweet and you're like, all right, I have this much to explain. And it looks like they were trying to do it in a way where all the information was concise and in a single tweet before moving on to the next thing. So I'm willing to give a little bit of leeway because just I've been in that job before and I hate it. I hated doing social media. I'm gonna regret not playing Kodai Senga this week. Gonna regret it. So who y'all think is actually gonna go to the World Series? I don't know. Braves feels like it's almost not even worth asking. But the American League, man, I don't think it's as easy as saying Houston. Houston's good, but seems a little more wild open, wide open. Yes, Larry, I was having flashbacks. Hated it. So, while I do think it will be Atlanta and Houston again, I am not naive. I'm not naive enough to think that everything's going to play out how you expect it in the postseason. So I'll say Atlanta. God, I'd love to see Philly. That would make me so happy, especially Sorare wise. Atlanta, Philly, CS would be great. I don't know how they align on the current playoff bracket if things started today, but that made me very happy. I have a hard time saying the Rays. I don't know why. I just have some doubt. God, I hate building. They would be on Atlanta side. All right. I don't care for that, but it is what it is. Huh. So right now it looks like the Blue Jays are going to get in. They're at least like 50% or something like that. But I mean, they could run through the AL. Like, there is no part of me that believes Toronto is a pushover. They just have not gotten everything going at the same time this year. They just have not been able to do it. And I don't understand how. They're so good. That offense is so good. They have decent enough pitching, especially if, half the guys in that staff revert back to the form that they had 2, 3 years ago, which I know is saying a lot. But we're into no man's land at this point. Um, I don't think the Twins are going to do anything. So we're really talking. If I don't want to say Houston, it's what, Toronto and Texas. See Texas, I could see Texas catching fire again and finding a way. All right, we're done with training lineups. That's true. That would be pretty nuts. Do I have the playoff odds? Yeah, I do. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. All right, so yeah, Blue Jays are at 78% chance making things through the wild card. Still have a higher percent chance to win the World Series than the Twins. Then you got the Astros. So yeah, the Rays are actually second in the East. You got the Braves with an almost 30% chance to win it all. Phillies are getting in. And then we really don't know who that last team in the NL is going to be. The Diamondbacks, the Cubs, and the Marlins are battling it out. The Reds are still technically in it. The Giants are also still technically in it. But the Phillies have a higher percent chance to win the World Series than everybody but the Rays, the Astros, and the Braves. That's pretty interesting. And again, saying they have the same percent chance, I don't know what that does, is not necessarily telling the whole story, but it's pretty crazy. So let's see. Let's see this bracket. I'm going J-Ram, Marcus. All right, here you go. If the series ended today. So I'm taking Texas over Minnesota. This would make me greatly happy, very happy, whatever. Especially if I could get tickets to go see the Blue Jays play. This is hilarious. A Marlins Brewers series. Yeah, man, as much as I like the Phillies and as much as I think they have a shot, yeah, they really can't. They would have to lose a bunch to avoid Atlanta. That's kind of funny. Man, I completely glossed over the Orioles. I have not mentioned the Orioles this entire time. And again, with the pitching, I still do not understand how they're even here. But Fangraphs doesn't like them as much. So, oh, they actually just updated the playoff odds right as I clicked away. They're virtually the same. Twins and Jays have the same percentage now. Mariners have a higher chance to win the World Series, but a lower chance to make the playoffs than the Rangers. That's interesting. Phillies dropped a little bit. Dodgers are up there. Oh, I glossed over the Dodgers too. The Phillies do not have a higher chance to win the World Series. The Dodgers. Yeah, they the Phils do have a better chance in a 5-game series. It's just it's baseball. Anything can happen. But Atlanta is better and Philly is arguably worse. No Hoskins and this version of Aaron Nola. So it still doesn't feel good. I will be rooting for the Phillies. I will be just like I was last year. I will be rooting for the Phillies and the Blue Jays. Those are my two stacks. Get after it. But I do have an Atlanta rare stack. So I used to have a Houston limited stack, but I sold them off before the year. So, all right. Anyone else got anything for me? I know we got about a half hour or so. Less than that or more than that? Yeah, we got 25 minutes until lock. So, I know it's middle of the day on a Monday and there's not a ton going on. So, I'm not going to hang around too long if I don't need to. Cheer for your bags, not for your heart. Agreed. Agreed. Um, it doesn't hurt that my team is well out of things, so it makes it easier. I don't need to read any of this. Yelich 4 games. How many do I think he actually plays? Well, as always, that depends on the projected pitching that he'll face. So two lefties. I would say he plays three. Jamie. I would say Yelich plays three. I would bet. I would guess that he sits against one of these lefties as because they're going to be in the postseason. So yeah, he's a guy that they got to rest. Ooh, hey Eagle, I don't know what you're talking about. Something happened with Acuna? Say, guess you got to start Acuna at this point. Me or them? Because I don't know that I'm going to. I don't know that I can stomach it this week. Jump shoot. No, I do not know what the postseason cards will look like. I do know what the NBA cards are going to look like, though. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm playing Acuna in a lower priority lineup. The reason for that is more, maybe not more, but equal parts game theory. Like no one's going to have an Acuna rare and rare All Star. Might have a limited, but my Acuna rare's got 20% bonus. So if that lineup does well and he does play, then that should be quite helpful. As a matter of fact, throwing a boost on him would actually be kind of fun, but I don't care enough about that contest. Are NBA Commons getting a wipe and draft system like MLB and soccer for new season? I would guess so. I would I would almost guarantee it. I think that I think that lends itself to NBA way better than it does some other things. Like in MLB, the ability to accumulate cards the way that you did in previous soccer versions makes sense. Um, I kind of wish that was still the case in soccer. The soccer free to play version is busted. The current version of soccer free to play is there's no progression. There's no progression for people. It's basically like buy a limited and play semi pro, which is fun. The buying one limited and playing semi pro is much more fun than grinding out amateur in soccer. But I know that wasn't the question. Yeah, I would almost guarantee that we're going to get an NBA reset for common cards. I am, without having any knowledge, like I have not spoken to anyone about that. I have no knowledge on this. I would say I'm about 70-75% sure we'll get an NBA common reset. Ryan asked, do I play Harris over Acuna? I would, but we don't have any news, and we're not gonna get it. He's projected in, but I haven't heard any news. I'll give it a Google and see what's going on. Yeah, your captain basically has to hit 100, and your keeper can't concede. It's just too much has to go right for you. And like, there's if you're not dead by the end of the first game, you're dead normally shortly after. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't heard anything. 2 games is a while. What even happened? You get hit in the calf? Calf tightness. Yeah, if nothing really happened, I would guess that he plays 3. But I don't know. We're just not going to know. I would play him if it's your only lineup that looks like it's going to have a shot. I'd play him. But you kind of have to make a call based on risk tolerance. But yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, right. You take him for 3. I'm honestly thinking about reintegrating him into my lineups. But like, I don't know. I got kind of a game stack situation in Rare Pro, which is my most important lineup. He'd probably make a little more sense in National League, and I can move Stott down. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. I mean, he'd look really good in this Super Rare All Star lineup. But I don't know that I can do that, especially because like Martinez has 4 games and Tatis has been hitting the ball well. And all right, I am gonna swap him in here though. It's just whether or not I want to swap him for Castellanos or Bryson Stott. I think that's probably an easy choice. But yeah, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess Acuna's playing 3, and even in 2 games, like he's probably better than Bryson Stott. So yeah, that's fine. What's my Rare Pro lineup look like? Oh God, this is horrible. This is a much better way to display things. Here you go. This is my Rare Pro team. I wish I had a better relief pitcher option. I love Duvall, but oops, sorry. I just want 4 games is all. I didn't really even check to see if he was overworked this weekend. Ooh, Pete Fairbanks is. have my guy in here asking me about my relief pitcher takes. A lot of relievers got the day off. Oh, Kyle Finnegan, who I'm playing somewhere, threw 52 pitches over the last 2 days. I shouldn't use him as much as I am. Same with Devin Williams. Oof. He's got 4. Bednar just threw. Ooh, Duvall just threw 35 pitches. I cannot start him there. Ugh. All right. Ooh, man. I straight up might have to buy a reliever. I can't remember the last time I bought a player. Damn. I do not have a lot of options here. Maybe I just toss my guy Brash in there. They got to win. Lord knows I got enough Matt Brash cards. They got Arizona, or they got Oakland. Let's do it. Let's put my money where my mouth perpetually has been, or realistically, where my money's been. Because I have 9,000 Matt Brash rares. Let's do it. Go get him, Matty. Make me proud. Maybe I'll use him in a rare. All-Star instead of Michael King? Nah, we're gonna let King go out and do his thing. Phil, I'm going with Gossman. I saw your message. I don't know if that's the question you meant to ask, but yeah, Gossman for sure. Oh, we do have Tyon now. That's good. Okay, perfect. All right. Gossman, Phil. Yep. Muncie or Acuna. So Muncie's probably going to sit 1 and play 3. Acuna, I'm guessing plays 3. I would say Acuna, but I don't think I am even listening to my own advice. Yeah, because I have Muncie in a higher priority lineup than Acuna. So, granted, that is because of positional scarcity. I have the second base Max Muncie, so I would say Acuna if you don't have other options. But Muncie's fine. Is he facing 2 lefties? Is that what I said? Yeah. Right? No, he's got Erod tonight. And then Stripling. So yeah. Yeah, Muncie is gonna play at least 3, possibly 4. But if Acuna plays 3, he could do more in that time. But I don't know that he's gonna be stealing a ton of bases either with a bad calf. So these are all things we have to weigh. I have a hard time with that one specifically. Muncie's the safer play. But Jeff, when Matt Brash, Moon, not soon enough. Not soon enough. I mean, he is the co-closer there now. But man, you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder if they're not just gonna try and make him into a starter again. Like, he's a great reliever. But let's do this because this is always fun. It's always fun for me. But look at this. Look at this. So it might just be the case with him that his stuff just plays up as a relief pitcher. Like with the extra couple of miles an hour on the fastball, makes it hard enough to judge the slider and the cutter if he's actually throwing a cutter. But like, he has taken a huge step forward this year.
One strike to Walter.
Look at that.
2-run homer.
Look at that pitch. .98 going away.
One strike to Walter.
It's probably a slider. Yeah, dude.
Robert swings through a breaking ball and 2 down.
Look at the way this thing breaks and look how late it breaks.
Robert swings through a breaking ball and 2 down.
Let's do another one.
Alex shuffling those feet. Waves it.
Nasty.
Alex shuffling the breaking ball.
Just
Another close pitch. This
All
one,
right.
though,
Gotta be fair. Let's see him get tanked.
Oh, belted.
That's just
Into the corner. And it's a one-run game. The Royals get brash again.
I remember watching this game because I needed Matt Brash to get a save to keep me in a tier. And I turned it on. I'm like, it's the Royals, they'll be fine, and just immediately gave up a dinger. He missed.
Oh, belted.
It was supposed to be fastball outside.
And it's a one-run game.
Let's look at one more. Oh, King Tut got him, huh?
Julio.
Pointed up.
Speed at the wall, and
Oh,
this
blown
is gone
save.
off the batter's eye.
Blown save, Matty. Bummer.
The 6th home run this year.
All right, let's go back to the good stuff, though.
Down, but you know he's going to get guys to swing.
Right down the way.
He's got swing and miss stuff, absolutely.
Nasty.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back
That
strikeouts
slider
for Brash.
is just disgusting.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
I think it's one of the best pitches in baseball.
There's the 1-2. Runner at first goes swing and a miss. That Brash strikes him out. Stretch 2. Oh, baby.
One more.
Out here in the
One
6th.
more.
Have played it 3 more. And Correa strikes out. That'll end the inning. But a
So,
good
yeah,
one for the
not
Twins.
soon enough. Matt Brash is a nightmare. Are we locked yet? All right, we got 5 minutes. Any other questions before I get out of here? When merch? That's my question. I got 21,000 coins. When merch? I have 21,000 coins in football, too. They're dropping signed Premier League jerseys today, and I'm 14,000 coins away. Maybe next year. Tier 5, Tier 5. Where's my Tier 4? Cap 220? Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple shots here. This is the one that killed me. That hurts. But all right. If there are no questions, I got some yard work to do. So I'm going to go and do that. We got Sorare FP. Got the Premier League Amateur. All right, yeah, month long. Ooh, 764th. Is that enough for a prize? Yeah, look at that. September 29th. All right, cool. I didn't think I'd have even a shot when I started entering this. That's cool, though. Just think if I didn't take a 0 in that first week. That's pretty sick. Cool. I'm really happy they started doing this. I'm really happy they started doing month-long competitions. That's the only one, right? I'm not... Yeah. That's cool. Makes me really happy. There were really only 3? That's cool. But yeah, I hope they start doing this with other sports too. I think it's great. The fact that there's a month-long competition where I can just enter the same contest that I'm going to enter anyway and get prizes that way. I think it's a great idea, and I think the execution's really good. I'm also just happy because I'm winning some currently. So, right on. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Go get that yard work done. Good luck to everybody. I don't know what time the first game is scheduled for on Friday. Let me check that before I get out of here. Let y'all know if I'm going to be back. Friday, first game, 2:20. So that'll be an early day, just like this one. I'll probably do a live right around then. But all right, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all. If you haven't hit the like button yet, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will talk to y'all another time. Take care.